Hi, Beb. Hi. We're having a thunderstorm here, but you're in New York, so maybe there's a thunderstorm there. Um, I'm vlogging because, oh my god, Poppy has a balance bike, and the last couple of months or so, she's gotten really confident with it. She used to be afraid to lift her feet, so now she's got the balance. Side note, Nancy has this little bike for her and insists that she needs training wheels. I'm always like, she doesn't need training wheels because she's got the balance. She needs a little help pedaling and coordinating with the balance, but she doesn't need the training wheels. She's got the balance. I am never listened to. But anyway, it's a side note. Paul likes to be a little drug dealer on Poppy's little pink bike, which is random. People give a shit. So we have this two-wheeler pink bike that Poppy hates. I don't know why. She likes her balance bike in the basement. So they go on journeys together, racing down hills. And it always makes me a little nervous. And, those little rubber Skechers that she got, I'd noticed that they were getting really worn because she would kind of stop with her toes. And so I would be like, here, use your sneakers. And she was wearing her sneakers for a while. But at some point she was like, I like doing it barefoot. And she was mostly like tooling up and down our street and down one hill and back up. So I stopped insisting, and Paul would never insist. And sometimes I would see Trevor, the kid across the street, riding around on his bike under strict control of Susan. And she always had him in a helmet, and we have a helmet for her. And I'd be like, she got a helmet. But I have like this dumb. Well, when I was a kid, no one wore a helmet. I had so many falls. I never had brain damage. Poppy doesn't have brain damage right now, by the way. Um, so they go out today, and I kind of noticed that they were gone longer than usual. So I took a step out, got the mail, looked around. They weren't in their usual area, but whatever. I wasn't upset, worried. And then at some point later, they come in, and Poppy's crying, and she's telling me she has band-aids, and the guy tried to help her, but she flipped over the handlebars. Like, she's just like babbling, a mess, a mess, a mess. It took me a really long time between her and Paul to get the story. And the story is on Sunburst Avenue, which is very close to here. Twice in a row, they have participated unwittingly, just by hanging around, walking around the neighborhood. Sunburst, they sort of have an informal block party like every weekend. It's kind of like very Rocky Point, like parents drink beer, stand around, chat, and the kids kind of go wild in the street. And the parents yell if there's a car coming. And one of them has a pool. Last weekend, Poppy went in the pool. So they're kind of getting to know Paul and Poppy, and everyone loves Poppy. So Poppy wanted to go to that street, and they were on their way, and Paul said there was a really steep hill. So he was like, we're just going to walk down this hill. She's like, okay. And they're walking down the hill, and all of a sudden she lifts up her feet and like is gliding, and then just starts flying down this hill. There's like no way Paul could keep up with her or catch her, and she's going really, really fast and screaming her head off. And we're talking like a serious head injury, death, collision with oncoming car, like anything. Super fast down a really steep hill. And this teenage boy like jumps out in front of her and like stops the bike but she falls off. I don't know if she flipped off or fell off to the side. She's mad at him for making her fall down, but he saved her life. And so when she fell into a gravel driveway, which is horrible. I mean, it just feels so bad. So she's got a big, gravelly, horrible cut here. A mom came out and cleaned it with a washcloth and put lots of band-aids on it. And she's got a big cut on her knee, and her foot is tore up. Not the top of her foot, not the because she was trying to stop going like this. She seemed really traumatized when she came home. At first, she was like, "I'm never going out again, never going out again." And I was like, "You can go out again." And then she was like, "I'm never going out on my bike again, never going on my bike again." And I was like, "I think you can go out again if you wear shoes." Because she kept talking about how it hurt her feet when she was trying to stop, and it was burning. I'm sure it was. I don't know how fast she literally was going, but it was fast. Of course, it would burn her feet. I'm surprised about her feet. I don't know, because she had them. She's trying to stop like that. So Paul seemed calm. I mean, not like, yeah, he didn't seem hysterical the way I would have. When they got home, he was just like telling me the story more coherently than she could. And then later in the kitchen, he was like, she could have died in 5 different ways. He's like massive head injury, broken bones, like just, I mean, you wouldn't die of broken bones, but car collision mainly. Like if she just gone through an intersection like that, how could a car even, I mean, even if a car slammed on their brakes, they could have spun out and hit her, you know? And I don't completely blame Paul because I got sick of trying to get her to wear sneakers. I should have let go of the desire to keep her plastic shoes intact. They were getting all like tore up but those are the shoes she'll wear. So I feel responsible for that. Like, my hair. She was going barefoot because I had a problem with her wearing her sandals. Although I think she liked barefoot. It would have been easier for me to get her shoes on. Like, she just slips those on, no problem. The sneakers are. It sounds someone. I think he's in the bathroom. So I feel responsible about the shoes. Like, major. Paul could equally have assumed responsibility and been like, it's appropriate for you to wear shoes. But he'll never admit responsibility. And neither one of us have been good about the helmet thing. I have to admit, I find children that are like riding a bike with their parents on a flat surface at the park look ridiculous with helmets. What we went through, I once was driving my 2-wheeler. I was riding so fast that the handlebars just started going back and forth, and I spun out and just flew under a car. I had to be dragged out. I was covered with cuts. And another time, I was riding on the back of Alex Sibianix's Huffy bike, and I was holding on to him, and he spun out, and we fell on the bike and him on top of me. I was wearing white tights, and my legs were like covered with bloody cuts, so the tights are mingled with the cuts. But that's nothing to, I mean, it's great, you know? I mean, the, it never seems like 70s and 80s kids died of anything. um, I don't know. I think I'm being an asshole by having this attitude toward um, helmets. So it's me being an asshole, probably Paul being an asshole, me being negligent about the shoes, and Paul being negligent about the shoes, but we'll never admit that. So that's annoying. But I'm the one that I had it on my mind a lot, and then I gave up. So I'm not proud. Um, I, I get into darkness and bleakness, but I guess I won't. It's humid and gray. Paul is making dinner, meatloaf. He's been a little bit down, not like terribly, invisibly, horribly down. He's been, well, going to work. He always goes to work. He never calls in sick, but like when he's home, he's been sociable to a certain point. Today he seems worse, but it's disgusting out. But we haven't had sex in a while. I've had a few psycho days, but in the past, you know, it might be like the psycho day that we don't, but then within a day or two, we do. I've been wearing my little cut things and to no effect, but yet he seemed mildly normal, like not anything noticeably. You wouldn't notice, like, oh, he seems down or he's having a hard time. He doesn't seem like that, but he seems very neutered around me. Not flirting, not grabbing and squeezing, no signals. Last night I mentioned it. I was like, we don't have sex anymore. And he's like, I don't know why. I know, but I don't know why. I was like, what do you mean you don't know why? Is it something in me? Is it that I'm doing or acting like, or, you know, or what is it? It's the only thing I can think of is me. And he's like, no, it's just, this happens sometimes. It goes in cycles. And I was like, well, what's the cycle? Like, the cycle of what? And he's like, sometimes I get a lot boners and sometimes I don't. I'm like, what's that connected to? I was like, are you going through male menopause? Do I need to get some Viagra for Michael Hudson, who's also been prescribed Adderall? There's a doctor in his jazz band who's like, you have attention problems. I'm going to prescribe you some Adderall. And I was like, I need a couple of those just for fun. It's for fun. And so now I'm like, I told him I was going to try to steal some. I was like, he probably won't like him. I take a few. And yeah, Viagra. I was like, do you want me to grab some Viagra next time we're over there? He's like, no. But I feel really frustrated, and like, it's not so much like I need sex. It's like I need attention. Like I need to be looked at a certain way. I don't know. Like I want to be wanted. I want to be the one to say no. Usually, I'm the one that says no. Like I usually say yes, but there are times where I'm like, oh, I'm really tired, or I'm sorry. But him, it's not even like, I'm sorry, I'm just not, I don't know what it is. It's just like, we don't talk about it at all. Everything seems normal, but it doesn't feel normal to me. And then when I bring it up, he's like, I don't know. Yeah, gotta go, bye.